Comparing with the corporate, so-called corporate channels of North, we, the southern media, we believe or we claim that we are more nearer to the social justice, or we are more committed. Are we?
I don't know. I think it's a huge generalization to make. I don't know that you can make that on the basis of a regional divide of South versus North. There are, say, excellent newspapers in Hindi like Prabhat Khabar that deal very seriously with issues of justice, issues of economics, issues of the needs of poor people. That happens. And there are papers like that in the South also. But the thing is that ultimately the structures of media will decide what it will carry and what it can't carry. So, do I prefer to be, as your media is colonized by corporations, these questions become less relevant of whether it's in Hindi or in English. It's like people saying, I preferred British colonialism to French colonialism. It's like the chicken deciding which sauce it wants to be cooked in.
Yes, seriously.
Yeah.
Too many channels in Kerala. Have you ever noticed, or how do you rate how much they have contributed in resolving or realizing social issues so far?
See, I think that I would accept, let me begin by conceding that generally my impression is that the media in Kerala are, relatively speaking, more alive. They're very quick. They move very fast. They act very fast. On that, I think that one has to concede their dynamism. I do that. But I think that there are gigantic historic issues unfolding around us, which I do not feel they give sufficient importance to, because they are set on a track of TRPs and consolidation and particular kinds of interests, political or economic, and therefore they get hamstrung.
So where do women stand? Where do Dalits stand in nowadays media?
Dalits stand nowhere in the media because the Indian media are the most exclusionist institution of Indian democracy. The worst governments have some representation because of reservations. The best media have no representation. Here is a country where we are able to find Dalits who are good enough to be presidents of India. We are able to find Dalits who are good enough to be governors, chief ministers, vice chancellors, chief justice. But you can't find a Dalit who's a chief sub-editor in a newspaper. It tells us how socially prejudiced we are. But the minute we start saying this, everybody will scream and shout you down, because it's a way of evading our prejudices. It's a way of evading the light being focused on our own prejudices and limitations.